settled. Hello! 28th. Is it the 28th? Yes, I think it is. Wee book of questions. Right, let's see. Do you think we should just dive in, guys? Right. We shall start, I think, with Brian. Brian at Brian's Jersey Garden. He asked, "Hello, Brian. I cringed watching you taking your face mask off. Was it worth it?" Well, Brian, aye, it was. Because at the end of the day, it was just for a laugh. So when I was putting it on, Daniel was actually telling me that it was going to be sore, etc, etc. But I'd already done like kind of half side. So why no, do you know what I mean? Just do the other half and just get on with it. And I thought, I'll just bring it down here and do it down in the shed. So aye, it was quite worth it. We shall move on. We have quite a few. There's quite a few people that has asked. Let me get my cushion, sit me up a wee bit, because I'm toty, you know. Toty's a Scottish word for small, and we'll go on to that in a wee while. Because of Papa Rab, who is an old gardener guy in Finland. How is it that you came to live in your charming home in France, or how have you came to live in France? Nigel asked me that, Chris asked me that, ACS, and who else? You're Barry the Chuck. Well, the thing is, I'll get that wee question out the road. At the time, hubby was working in Iraq, and it's when it was all kicking off, etc, etc, etc. We came back home, we hadn't long met, and it was a case of just trying to have some downtime and chilling out. And it came upon us, honest to God, this is blinking roaster in here. Anyway, we decided to come to France for a wee weekend with Daniel and my goddaughter Ashley. So we came for the weekend, in the wildlife, you know what I'm like, the wildlife, etc, etc. Just the easy pace. It was just an absolutely beautiful weekend we had, and it was in the middle of it, slam bang in the middle of winter, and we still loved it. And then anyway, we went back home, we had a wee chat, as in, why no move away for the hustle and bustle, etc, etc. In France, especially out here when it's rural, it was the ideal place for him to, you know, recharge his batteries, chill out, and just relax for the time that he wasn't over there. One word led to another, and then we came back over again, and after 2 or 3 houses we picked this one, which had a lot of problems that was covered up, guys, but I will not go into that either because that's a full video in itself. We were out on a drive and I seen buzzards at the side of the road, sitting on the fence, etc. Kestrels, oh you name it, we've seen it. And that was me. I just decided there and then I absolutely fell in love with the place. So that's how we're in France. So that's your questions to everybody. Now, next question. Oh, this made me absolutely nearly wet my pants. I worked in the entertainment industry from Marie Curry. Hello, Marie. And if so, in what capacity? Oh, get yourself away with you. Stop it, Marie. In the entertainment industry, oh my God, I wish. I don't think they could handle me. But news people that's abroad will never probably have heard of Chewing the Fat or Rab C. Nisbet. And it's Scottish comedy programmes it's on, and honestly, you would probably not understand it if you watched it. If Rab C. Nisbet was to come back, I would absolutely love to be on something like that, see one of the kind of programmes. Because my patter's like water, and no, it's not like water actually, my patter's actually quite good. So no, I have not, dear Marie, but thank you very much for the question. And another good one here from Marie is, are you planning on growing any new herbs, flowers, fruit and veg that I have not grown before? Well, Marie, I always try and pick at least one thing different to grow that I haven't grown before, just to give it a bash. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And next season it's going to be Callaloo. Now I've not got the seed packets down with me. I have. Just give me a wee minute. I have. They're in my wee Frosties tin. Oh, blah. I'm sure the new seeds are in here. I've got a video of new seeds. That's what I'm saying. I've got a backlog. Sorry, I'm that wee. I'm that toty. I've got to climb up onto my wee daybed. And my wee Frosties there. That's Callaloo. So I did try to grow it the year before last, I think, and I got nada, zero, zilch, nothing at all. I actually think the colouring on it is absolutely stunning, and I would plant them in. You know what I'm like with planting my veg with my flowers. That would go in with my flowers. And it's a Caribbean spinach. Comes in glorious Technicolor. And you can sow it May to August. So I'm going to give it a bash again next year, Marie. Obviously the straw flowers that I showed in my last video. And those fluffy pom-pom type fried egg shaped things. They're new, and also let me see, also a new pumpkin. So next season I'm going to do something similar, but it's a lemon one, Marie, so that'll be for next year. Herbs, no, just the normal herbs. Right, we'll go here. This is quite a long one for me to answer you. Right, the next one is from Brian. Your wee Brian that's just no long had an operation to have one of his legs amputated, but he's up now. He's up and at him, and he's doing absolutely grand. He's at Allotment Life, so jump over to Allotment Life, or I will find out where you live. And his question is: are chickens difficult and or expensive to keep? Well, my little petal flower, I've written all these answers down. Yeah, absolutely no problem at all to keep. I would say to you is good housekeeping is top priority, Brian. Keeping your chicken run, chicken coop, the wee house, etc, etc. Keep them spotless at all times. And their water has to be changed every single day without fail. And another wee tip is, in the summer, chickens will not go near warm water at all. They just refuse to drink it. So that's got to be topped up with lovely fresh cold water constantly in the summertime, because chickens cannot regulate their own heat. So that's another thing. So trying to keep them as cool as possible. I've actually planted a couple of shrubs in there this year. I'll do a wee video on the chicken run and the chicken coop, etc. in a few days' time. I think that'll be coming up. I also scatter in, see, like fresh garlic. I chop fresh garlic up and I chuck it in, and they down it, right down the hatch it goes. And that's brilliant for keeping, see, like all the wee bugs and whatever off them, because they hate the smell of the garlic. And every single bit of water that they also get apple cider vinegar inside it, just a couple of drops, and that's daily as well. But that's me, I go over and above. They get their pellets, and they also get, it's like a chicken mix, and it's got their bird seeds, everything that they need to get goes into that. So they get that as their staple ordinary diet. Every single day my ladies get either whatever's in the house, but they always get their lettuce, their cucumber and their tomatoes. That's a staple. Every now and again they'll get pomegranates, or as I just said there, watermelon, etc, etc. And in the winter, when it's really freezing cold, as my chickens do not sleep in their house. They sleep outside on the perches, and they won't go into that house, they just stay up in their perches. So that's another thing as well, is toughen them up. Do not, under any circumstances, mollycoddle your chickens. Do not have them all wrapped up, all nice and warm, and make sure they're all in, and the windows, etc, etc, are all shut in their wee house at night, etc, etc. They really need to have their ventilation. They're very hard, the birds indeed, especially come the winter time. They do a lot better in the winter than in the summertime, that's for sure. So just make sure your outside area has got either some plastic or some green netting, etc, always along the sides at the bottom, just to keep the drafts out. I put a bit of plastic covering right up the very back yesterday, so they're still seeing out to some degree, but it's exactly where their perches are, and the big tyre that is used for the dust baths. And I noticed just a wee bit of water coming in just with the way the wind was blowing yesterday. So I've got a clear plastic covering up the back of that. And if it gets really icy, I do have black coverings that's been rolled up round all sides, and they're all tied up at the top. And if it gets really bad and nippy come the depths of winter, I will drop them down until such times I think they need to come back up. They're alright to come back up again. Brian might also get some porridge in the winter, just a wee bit, not an awful lot, and I cook it up for them, cool it down, and I pop that into them and they absolutely devour it. So I usually give them that round about tea time in the middle of winter, and it keeps them warm. It bulks them up and keeps them warm for during the night. But that's usually about a weekly thing I give them, and that's only when it really does get really, really cold indeed. Getting to handle them, Brian, don't be afraid to handle them. Always handle your chickens, especially you've got them new. I know it's going to be a wee bit difficult you getting down to get them. But if you've got somebody, you've got that new guy, your protege, is helping you out at the minute. So if he's there at some point, get him to give you the chickens up to sit in your knee, because the more you get used to holding them, the better it is if you need to go in and see it and check their feet or their beaks or check under their feathers for mites, etc, etc. So that's another good one. But good luck with your ladies.